Hey, BeEazy Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. I got D the photographer, man.
What's going on, folks? It's been a long time coming, bro. Like, thank you for having me. I really appreciate you.
Likewise, this supposed to been happening like a couple months ago, but we
Man.
just been busy, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, better late than never, bro. Better late than
Facts.
never.
Let the people know who you are, man, because you've been hot lately, bro.
One love, bro. Once the name, my name is D. Homies call me D. I go by Koachise on Instagram. It's Koachise. I'm your local favorite videographer, photographer, here to capture the moments, history, and keep it live and push the culture and not play with it. That's not what I'm here to do, you know. I got something for you too. This right here is a photo here I took in
Oh, shit.
in San Jose, California. Some know them as Shark City. Some know it as a 408. This is a 64 Impala, of course, and hitting some switches for people that can't see. But if you look real hard too, the plate in the lowrider also say Street Life, and I think that's real fitting. You know, 'cause, you know, the homie over here doing this thing and Thug Thigger or whatever, wherever it take. You know, just Street Life. You feel me? So like I said, I want you to have that, bro. That's all yours.
That's love, bro.
Yeah, man.
Check that out. Man, this motherfucker clean. That's why, man, look. That's why we call him B, bro. Look, he go crazy.
Like I said, man, I wanted to give you that because I'm extra proud of you, bro. And the street life is extra fitting because you just get it how you can. You know, you always been hustling and figuring out and getting different opportunities and giving folks opportunities and connecting with different people. So yeah, hang on to that, and I hope you like it.
Man, I love it, bro. That shit dope, bro. That shit different, man. We've been doing like, the North Cal Audi Club for a minute, Both of us as proud members. This guy actually, elected me to be a member back in the day. But we had some great times, bro. And to see that you're doing so much right now for the communities on Sundays, you taking all these pictures, you front line. Every time I see you, you there, and you got your camera ready. How long you been shooting?
That's a great question, man. I picked up the camera officially, professionally in 2020. During the pandemic, you feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody was shut down, and I wanted to figure out a way to remain creative at the same time to be like a necessity.
Yeah.
And so basically, I think everybody should probably learn some kind of trade from that whole situation, and whether it's doing photography, whether it's doing clay, whether it's doing anything, like messing around with ceramics or doing any wood shop, like all this stuff could come into handy, even if you just try to do it for fun. But at the same time, like I said, this is just one of the things that I wanted to do to also capture a moment, because 2020 was a crazy time, and we was all living on standstill. Everything that you had planned in 2020 was on standstill. I remember getting invited to a wedding, and like, man, that was the first wedding I ever got invited to, like really formally as an adult. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so it was just like, damn, they had their ceremony shut down. So we was all living on standstill, and that was just one of the things I picked up to try to, like I said, just keep things going and try to be like a necessity. Hopefully.
That's dope. And now it's like a passive income now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the goal, man. We always want to not always try to invest time for money. So if we can make money in our sleep, might as well shoot for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing about being creative, man. In 2020 was crazy, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
There was so much like different shit going on. People
Exactly.
couldn't actually go outside.
Mm-hmm.
Babies getting born, people breaking up, households, like everything, bro.
Everything.
I know for a fact, bro. If you made it through 2020 and you still thugging, bro, you doing something great, because it's
Ayo, like
COVID was almost 4 years ago, bro.
Yeah, almost 4 years ago. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I remember the state shutting down March 2020. I remember actually being in audio production school in Emeryville at SAE Institute, learning how to do audio production and business management and stuff like that. And I remember having classmates just having phone calls with people and uncertainties, and from being in studios around other artists, and to also just now moving to from now not being with other artists but actually being at home and being on the computer. That stuff kind of like was mentally just not it. So people wasn't able to I wasn't able to continue to go to school during 2020 because of the fact that I just wasn't mentally in. Like I think that I was paying for wasn't actually what I was getting back, and so I think that what they needed to do was they needed to shut down the campus for the time, but they didn't. They tried to just continue to teach online, and that wasn't it. And so I felt ultimately bad for all the high school students too that weren't able to walk that year. All the graduations, the dances, and stuff like that. All that stuff they missed out on. And yeah, let's bring it back on a brighter note. We're pushing 2024, and now people are start doing a lot more. Like now, I don't know if you've seen some of these basketball games in high school, some of these football games. There's so many cameras, and they're going crazy now. Like these kids are just all over the place with how much celebration, all the dances and stuff, and the hairstyles,
TikTok dances,
the TikTok. Oh man. But it's cool, man. 'Cause I remember being that person too, and just imitating everything I seen. And so it all starts from somewhere. You feel me?
Yeah. Definitely. These kids gonna be way smarter than we was because at the same time they was introduced to Zoom first. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like computers.
Exactly.
My son know how to navigate quickly, like playing the game as a keyboard. He don't even like playing the joysticks sometimes. He like keyboard. So I was like, bro, you know how to type hella good. But he's looking. But then when he played Fortnite,
oh yeah, he know exactly what buttons to press. Yeah.
So that's crazy. These kids hella advanced these days. Anything you got planned this year that you wanna?
Well, we in December now. One thing I want to close out the year just of course healthy with all the folks around, and everybody in the right state of mind, and then pushing into 2024. I like to just double down. 2023 was kind of up and down for me, but 2024 just double down and be more consistent and keep that ultimate goal in mind, which is just continue to provide folks opportunities around me while also providing opportunities for myself.
Yeah.
Because I ultimately I don't, if you're not doing that for the folks around you, then what good are you for if you can't provide changes and things like that for people to better themselves.
Yeah.
So that's mainly what I'm looking forward to in 2024. Hopefully, we can come back and recap and see how this conversation, how it went next year, or 6 months from now, we'll talk again and we'll see how it is. But that's basically pretty much it. How about you, man?
Man, I'm like this last. I can't even talk, bro. I'm so blessed, man. These last couple months has been nothing but groundwork and just actually just networking and making all my ideas that I had before come true. So to see all my ideas actually come true is like a blessing because for the long time I thought I was far fetched. You get what I'm saying? Like, man, them ideas sound too big, but then I made them happen already.
That's
So
usually the greatest ideas are usually the ones that sound far fetched. I mean, like if you don't aim for the stars, I mean, like you gonna always stay on the ground. So it's like aim as high as you can. You never know where you might land. So that's basically how guessing how far fetched you are is just basically aiming high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not far fetched, man. Just go ahead and make that happen.
Everything,
especially if you got a plan.
Yeah, and that's the thing, bro. Like you gotta believe in yourself, and that's what I learned in 2023. Believe in yourself, bro.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out here that's definitely doing good, and if you're doing good, you can match that energy and do great.
Right.
And I'm all for that, bro. So the end of the year, we got season 3. You're on episode 3. That's hella dope already.
Yeah.
So
3 seasons, man. That's crazy.
We got a lot going, man. I want to do a pay what you want interview for everybody that's been reaching out to me.
Okay.
Whatever you want, just pay what you want, and we can just do a whole interview because a lot of people have been reaching out to me, and they don't want to be like, "Hey, bro, I'm not trying to get back with you," or "I'm taking too long." It's just a lot of people right now, So
right.
I want to do actually like a day for just pay what you want, and everybody come in, and because there's a lot of great ass people out here that do great ass things.
Right, and that's also what kind of keeps us better too, is just hearing each perspective and how everybody kind of has this little piece of this ultimate pie that we trying to get a piece of. We're all trying to contribute to, but at the same time get a little piece of that too. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I've been paying attention to all the folks that you've been having these conversations with, and some of these cats got some real shit to say. And I'm looking forward to what these other people got to say too.
Yeah. Someone looking at right now, they probably looking at that photo like, damn, that's going crazy. Let me have him go shoot my baby shower or my wedding or my event. Everybody got these businesses come through. Hey, holla at D, bro. He's a reasonable guy. Koachise on Instagram.
Yeah, that's Koachise, and that's Koachise, like the warrior, the main guy in the Warriors, or the Apache chief.
Facts.
There's a little bit of history behind that. Those who know. One thing also too is we went from going from the being into our Audi club in 2020, and the reason why I mainly was getting behind that and hosting a lot of these meets and wanting to get these people together is because we were all shut down. And I know like one thing that can bring people together is just cars, and if we all have the same love for our cars, we can at least just drive together, like we at least just drive somewhere together and figure out what to do from there. And
them days used to be lit,
yeah, them days was great.
60, 70 Audis pull up,
man, yeah, and not a lot of the places were vacant at the time. There wasn't a lot of people everywhere, so we would just kind of come up and just do our thing. And now I've kind of just transitioned more into just the lowrider scene, the classic cars and lowrider scene, because that's a specific type of niche and specific type of culture that we don't get everywhere. Excuse me, in the world. That's specific right here. That started right here in California,
Right.
And places like L.A., Sacramento, San Jose, San Francisco, even places like local spots like Woodland and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
these places, got car culture that go way, way back. And some of the oldest car culture is lowriders, and so that's something I've been trying to just push heavy into and make sure that people can get a little taste of, whether it's people that are prideful of being from California, or people that just are never been to California, and this is one of the things that they would love to see. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see this nowhere else in the world, really,
At all.
unless you've been here.
Not on pancakes.
Yeah, for real.
For the people who don't know, man, D go out here every Sunday with the lowrider community, bro, and actually be front and center, shooting everything and everybody, every car, every movement, and like a stand-up guy, bro. Take us on a Sunday with you, man. Let us see what you see, bro. Explain how your Sundays be going.
All right. So basically, what I'll do is I got a couple homies who also are photographers as well. And if you don't mind, I'd like to give them a shout out too as well. Yeah, I gotta give a shout out to my homie Miguel. He goes by Chicano's Soul on Instagram. He's one of the coolest cats out here in Sacramento doing photography. I'll hit him up and see what he's doing on a Sunday, which event, because usually there's a lot of events going on Sundays. I hit him up, and then there's also another cat I'd like to get a shout out to. He goes by Misunderstood Photography, the homie Alex. He's a great photographer too as well. Find out what he's doing. We'll pull up. We'll find out which one's the great spot to go to. We'll pull up and maybe see a couple other homies there too, taking some photos like Oso and stuff. And we'll hear some music playing. We'll see some oldies. We'll see a lot of older couples. A lot of big hair and makeup and big pants and stuff like that, and just old school cats and tattoos, and it's always a vibe. And you'll probably see some food cooking and some herb in the air. You feel me? Some herb in the air. But from there on, man, yeah, I'll make sure I got my camera, my lens on me, make sure everything is all aimed up, and from there on, I'll just start creating. Like any other photographer, they'll tell you sometimes takes us a minute to start warming up. So your first couple of shots will be trash, but those shots are necessary. Make sure you take those trash shots, because eventually you'll come up and get something like this, and you can just kind of print it and see what people think, get some feedback on it, and be able to surprise one of the homies with a photo like that.
Respect.
Yeah. Hopefully I can get you out to one of these events, man, and come kick it, man. It's always a vibe, man. That's one of the things you got to experience being, California native now is, put your badge on and come out here and just come kick it, and just be outside. It's a movie every time. You feel me?
Never know, man. We might set up a podcast somewhere.
Hey,
get it cracking.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, that'd be cool. All these cats would come and talk to you too, especially the car clubs and stuff like that. All these dudes are real outgoing and just real open about it, and how they got into the car game and stuff like that. There's so much history, so much knowledge that they forgot that I could ever even know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's definitely something I highly encourage you getting into if you can.
Big respect to the lowrider community, man.
Amen. If you had one, man, if you could build you a old school, what would you get?
Man, I want to say I try to get like a Skylark or something, like a
Ooh.
1971 Broham Skylark.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
All white, and then it'll just be burgundy with it,
Okay.
some chrome grills or something
Okay.
like that.
You put 2022s on it, 24s, some big wheels or something, or you
I think I want some rallies on it.
okay.
Yeah, something
Okay.
different.
Okay.
Um,
I'm with that.
that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
Man, I recently I really like the 6.0 rag. I'd give me a 6.0 rag. I'd get it probably like candy blue. I'd get try to get some real Zeniths, white
The
walls.
real deal.
Yeah, real deal. And then and I'd have it juiced up too. I probably wouldn't hop it like that, but I'd have it juiced so I can ride on threes and stuff like that and drive it around and shit and have it looking all clean. But yeah, I really fell in love with the 6.0 rag, man. That's can't go wrong with that. I mean, like ultimately, man, I had me a couple old schools for just different type of days of the week, but if I had to choose one, probably a 60. Yeah, 6.0 rag.
I've been liking them trucks too.
Which one?
Them
Like
nice GMC trucks, them old school ones.
okay.
Flatbeds.
Okay.
My homie got one. Shout out Flip.
Okay.
Hey, he got the insides done with the lights. I'm like, damn, I thought that was some 2020 coming through, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I like them trucks, bro.
Okay.
Let's go crazy.
Okay. I ain't never really said too much. I mean, like I know they talk about the Chevy C10, like they bring those out to those lowrider meets and they'll air them out or something like that. Them old school Chevys, but I ain't never thought about like an old school GMC like that though. Okay,
I think he got a GMC. If I'm wrong, Flip, let me know.
Yeah, he'll let you know.
Yeah, it's a nice ass truck though. He got a nice truck. But yeah, bro, they don't know, bro. Like it costs money to build them cars and
man, it's a they call it a rich man sport. Each one of these cars, I mean, like this car right here, probably, and it's hopping right now. I mean, it probably still.
He chromed out at the bottom and everything.
You feel me? Exactly. Yeah, like even the bottom is clean. And he's hopping it right now, bro. So I mean, like the bumper is jumping up and down and stuff. So, and he probably still can sell that car for $30,000-$40,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy to think about. And so that's what's making a cool environment too, because you can come out and see just a lot of time and money on these cars, but they still out here having fun with it. Like, they cruising it. They either hopping it or they riding on threes or whatever. They rev it. Some of these dudes got these loud old horns and they bombs and stuff like that. And so that's what's cool about it. They're not like no just typical garage queen type cars. These people out here putting the money and work in it and they showing off. Like they showing their ass every time. Like yeah, man, they do their thing, man. It's cool to see. It's hella cool to see.
Yeah, bro. The car community definitely live in Sacramento. Definitely.
Yeah. The car community is and it's one of those things. It's unfortunate too because I don't know if you've heard, but the Sacramento Raceway is supposed to be shutting down, and so
oh, I ain't know that.
Yeah, they just recently had their last event, and so I believe in the Immerse, the closest track that is available is Sonoma Raceway, which is, to a lot of people is not that far, but it's just unfortunate that, like you mentioned, that there's a car community out here is super nice, and they just recently lifted the ban on cruising this year, so now it's legal to cruise. Yeah, it's open. It's legal to cruise now, and so there's this now, this thing where it's like, well, what do we do as far as like the car community with Sacramento, and like there should be a way to be able to harness that, and that's hopefully one of these days I can figure something out or plan together, get some folks together and maybe develop a track or a stadium or something like that where we could just dedicate this to just the automobiles.
That'd be dope.
And make it so it's legit, and so we can put somewhat of a stop to what's going on and maybe some of these public streets, you know what I'm saying, and you just and maybe give some of these folks a place where they can release and then do what they want to do, what they need to do safely, and maybe even make some friends doing it. You feel me?
Dope,
man.
Like even doing all this photography, doing all the car things as well. What's something else that you like doing?
That's
besides playing basketball, because people know, if y'all didn't know, he was a hooper, bro.
I definitely ex-hooper. I grew up in the town and spent some of my days in Central Valley playing basketball for a really good high school, and we competed for we competed actually at the King Stadium before they shut down in the Thomas, and
arena.
At Arco Arena two times, so that was cool. But other than that, man, I'm a video game nerd, bro. I'll spend a hell of time playing video games, and to the point where I wish there was more hours in the day.
Favorite video game?
Favorite, That's too deep, man.
What you playing right now?
Right now I'm playing. I got the PS5.
Okay.
I'm playing this game called Remnant 2.
I heard of that. I ain't tapped in.
It's a shooting game. Hop in. It's a cooperative shooter game, so you can hop in online and play with your homies and stuff like that. So that's always fun. Cyberpunk 2077. I'm playing that.
It's dope.
It's dope. Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta be honest. It's dope. I'm not mad at that. I'm looking forward to this GTA 6 in 2025.
Yeah, my son was like, "Did you see it?" I was like, "Yeah, I seen it, bro. I seen it." Man.
Yeah, we seen it. We all seen it. They broke the internet with that, but that's gonna be crazy when that comes out. But yeah, as far as like favorite video game, I mean, like I really like the God of War series. Yeah, I like the story driven games, man. Single player story driven games. Those games are always fun to me because I think stories. Being able to tell a great story, they can change us a lot. I know a lot of folks that played that first God of War game, especially fathers. They became different type of fathers, like in some type of way. Not to say like that game is so influential in like fatherhood or nothing like that, but you could just take a lot away from being in playing story mode games and stuff like that. Fun fact, bro, I don't know if you remember way back in the day on the PlayStation 2, there used to be this game called The Warriors.
Yeah,
you remember that game?
Yeah. That's my shit.
That was one of my favorite games. And that movie, yeah, the movie and the game, yeah, that was one of my favorite games as a kid. And it was crazy because at the time I ain't never seen the movie. Like I just
likewise.
Yeah, I ain't never seen the movie. I don't know why. I just seen the game and started playing it. Like and the game was just like yeah, definitely check that out. That's a game that
you can still download it too.
Apparently, for real.
PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay.
Just go to the PlayStation store and just put in the Warriors.
Okay, yeah.
Same layout.
Okay.
It's kind of like cheesy now, but because of the graphics and shit.
I bet, yeah. It's
back in the day when you get that bottle and get somebody.
Oh man. Yeah, that game was so violent, bro. But it was good though. Like it was. It
had
good.
a nice storyline to it.
The story, it was good. All the characters and stuff. That was a good game, bro. Yeah, it matched the movie. Yeah, and even more though, because they was able to like expand more on certain scenes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that game is crazy, man. Yeah, breaking the handcuffs, robbing cars and stuff like that. Yeah, breaking in the buildings and stuff. Yeah, that. And then I remember they had the little game modes like King of the Hill and stuff like that. You can play with your homies and stuff. Like, yeah, it's just, yeah. But dope. Yeah, video games, man.
Definitely one of my top 5 though. That and Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk, one of those, man. I don't know if you remember State of Emergency back in the day.
Vaguely.
That was
remember hearing it or something.
That was a Rockstar game. I don't know if you remember True Crime Streets of LA.
I remember that one.
True Crimes was my shit. I used to play the hell out of that.
Scarface a lot.
Scarface was my shit. Another Rockstar game. Yeah, see, look, that you feel me? I was like, Rockstar was killing it, man. They got all the jams, bro. So when GTA 6 come out, it's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit. Like I expect nothing less. I mean, I'll wait. I wouldn't be surprised. They say 2026 by 2025. They might, if they push it back one more year, just because like we got more stuff to iron out. It's like, well, we gotta wait. Man. It happens, man.
But any last things that you want to tell the people and let them know where you can find you at again, just in case they want to get some photography.
Yeah. Only last thing I want to say to folks, man, I just want to say, just keep earning what you deserve. Just keep pushing and being the change you want to see. If you feel that things are just not going the way you picture things are going, just like I said, continue being the change you want to see, because things eventually will work out for you as long as you got the mindset and the attitude you need to go, the attitude to continue doing what you want to do. You'll achieve anything you want. And for those who want to find me, like I said, my Instagram is Koachise, Koachise. And that's also on Twitter as well. Same thing, Koachise. Instagram, YouTube. Feel free to follow me and send me a message. Say what's up. I love to connect. And if you need some photos, videos, holler at me. I'm your guy.
Damn right. Man, it's been episode 3, season 3. We on the road, man. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Thank you for having me, man. It was a great time, bro.